Baltimore, Maryland, Pimlico Racecourse, the center of the horse racing universe today. One thing everyone is rooting for, a safe weekend for all the horses and humans competing, as in the weeks surrounding this year's Kentucky Derby, 8 horses have died at Churchill Downs, including 2 on Kentucky Derby Day alone. Now, yesterday, Dr. Will Farmer, the equine medical director at Churchill Downs, told our Mike Tirico that they do not yet have an answer as to why this cluster of fatalities took place. He added that Churchill Downs continues to explore several new technologies as they try to continue making strides in horse safety. Ahead of racing this week, Pimlico's owners first have enacted some of the country's most extensive safety protocols. For more, here's Nick Luck.
Ahmed, thank you. A couple of things to note here. First of those is that here at Pimlico, they only race at the top level rarely, only for 1 week a year, effectively. And that means that the veterinarians here don't get to see these stakes caliber horses on a regular basis and monitor the way they would normally move and trot and canter, monitor their soundness. That means they have to be doubly careful and doubly sure that the horses are in a fit state to race. So in order for them to race this time, they've enacted new protocols, which mean that not only do they require a certification of soundness from their own veterinarian, but also from the veterinarian at the track at which they last raced. So it's a multi-state cooperative effort. In addition to that, what has also happened here, according to Dr. Dion Benson, who's the chief veterinary officer for First Racing, is that these protocols will be looked at again and further tightened potentially ahead of next year. I said, are these temporary measures? She said, no, this is exactly what we're going to do going forward, and there could be more to come. It's belt and braces. They cannot be too careful.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. So we did see an example of heightened attention to equine safety at the Kentucky Derby when Forte, the morning line favorite, was scratched the morning of the race after veterinarians had concerns about a bruised foot. That vet scratch has prevented him from running in the Preakness today. Then, on May 9, just 3 days after the Derby, the New York Times reported that Forte had failed a drug test after winning a race in Saratoga in September, and that violation had yet to be adjudicated. Now, 2 days later, New York stewards officially disqualified Forte from that victory as a result of him testing positive for meloxicam, a regulated anti-inflammatory drug. Pletcher was suspended for 10 days. The trainer said that he believes the positive was a result of an accidental contamination and that he does plan to appeal. Now, all of this news has put a spotlight back on HISA, the sport's new body tasked with implementing standardized medication and safety rules under the jurisdiction of the FTC. Now, the full program set to resume on Monday. For more, Kenny Rice standing by with HISA CEO Lisa Lazarus.
Ahmed, thank you. Lisa, the medical protocol goes into effect. The doping protocol goes into effect Monday. Okay, we know that, but actually, what will it mean for horses?
Well, Monday will be a really momentous day in U.S. thoroughbred horse racing. For the first time ever, we're going to have uniform rules across every track in this country that does thoroughbred horse racing. You're going to see uniform chain of custody protocols, collection protocols. We'll have a paperless system. It's all going to be iPad-based, so instead of seeing papers, et cetera, you're going to see true professionalism in terms of automating everything. And you're going to see, uniformity and fairness in a really rigorous program. So I'm really excited to get going.
Horsemen, while no one is saying we don't want safety, we don't want some protocols, but there's been some pushback on the way things have been implemented. How are things progressing to get this unification that HISA wants?
I really think that since, some of the challenges we face in the lead up to the Derby week and on Derby Day, that there's been quite a significant sea change, amongst our stakeholders. I think everybody realizes that now is the time to make a change, that HISA presents an opportunity to really make a difference and have a different future. And I really am feeling very much that the majority of horsemen are really behind us.
Churchill Downs, we know about the horse death. It's been reported widely. They're doing an investigation. HISA has launched an independent investigation that I know is still ongoing. But with that, can you give us any details at this time?
So we are obviously waiting on the necropsy reports and all of these sort of important records and veterinary updates that we need. We're looking at every element. We'll be investigating. We'll be using our investigators. Don't have any updates at this time, but we will certainly provide them to the public when we have them.
Lisa, best wishes to you and HISA. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Ahmed?
All right, thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Lisa, for taking some time to talk to us about HISA that goes into effect here after the Preakness. So you guys talk with the horsemen all the time. What is their reaction to this new body coming into horse racing?
So overall, the horsemen are for it. And we've talked to people in Florida, trainers and horsemen in Florida, Kentucky, and here in Maryland. And they're all for it. However, they are very confused in terms of the specific benchmarks that these tests are going to be set at. It's like they feel like there's a new speed limit, but they're not being told what that speed limit is. So they're very confused about the implementation of the specific benchmarks of the test.
Most of the horsemen that we've talked to, almost all of them that we've talked to, are for it. But their organization, the Horsemen's Benevolent Protective Association, HBPA, have been the ones that have been battling against HISA in court this whole time, right? So hopefully now you can get some unification, as Lisa Lazarus pointed out, after what's happened at Churchill Downs, and we can get all this behind us and move forward.
Yeah, the promise of HISA, if all goes well and everyone gets on board and everyone knows the rules, is transformative, would you say?
No, I would say the uniformity is huge because now you have the same rules in every state in which you go to race. And
Yes.
that's often that these horsemen go from state to state to state. It's the levels. Are they clear on what they cannot do?